We're on, and I'm not the guy doing it, or a woman. It's we're using Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I think Facebook is the most because it does skew a little bit older. You know, for us, we're not on Snapchat, to the best of my knowledge. My team could I was on there, and I wouldn't even know. But yeah, that's it. That is it, and you know, global. And I think what's really astounding is the day of, when you see all these pictures all over the world and videos and people and the ability that we have now to reach people. It's a pretty incredible time. So I would highly recommend using it.
I was just going to say there's a book called Tribes by an author named Seth Godin that talks about how you can use social media to create energy around your idea and build a movement. And every idea needs a tribe leader. And so that was kind of one of the roles I took. I used LinkedIn. So I've actually since, I think I made my first article in August of 2015, sort of sharing the journey that I was on. And so I've got about 13 or 15 articles, and we've actually got, I mean, pretty much everything good that's happened as I've been developing this business came from relationships that happened because of a commitment to using social media to get the word out.
Yeah, with my background being in technology and virtual classrooms, you know, I'm definitely an advocate for using all forms of social media. I mean, that was one of the ways that we were able to get to the White House. And so, of course, you know, here we were only 3 or 4 years old, and, you know, we had a very visible presence, Kevin Durant's mom. So what you want to start doing is looking for those partnerships and those strategic relationships out on social media, and then start following them. And you'll be surprised. They'll watch what you're doing. Sheila Johnson, you know, she owns Salamander Resort. Sheila's always following my page. So our goal would eventually be to start running women of color golf clinics out of some of her resorts. So she's aware of what we're doing. So it really does work. It's like Elisa said, if you're not tech savvy, then that is one area where you want to resource that out.
Same than everybody. I mean, social media is huge because golf is not mass, and you want to spend your dollar wisely. So everything you do to create clicks, to get likes, to get followers, is money well spent because you'll have access to that database indefinitely. So I think one of the important aspects is to plan that within rewards program, engagement platform, because these are tools where you actually incentivize people to actually like your page or stuff like that. So
one of the things you might want to also do is, like at Rogers Park, when Women of Color Golf, when we show up at a golf course, and this is just some examples, we hashtag that we're at that golf course. So as you start to build relationships with, you know, fraternities or sororities, when they show up at your golf course, you know, when they're ringing them in for their rounds, you know, let them know the hashtag and post a picture while they're on the round. So that's how you start getting that visibility. Just some simple things, and that's free.
That's a great point, just to finish up on that. And Guillaume, you touched on this as far as engagement. You're starting that conversation. We're not telling you anything most of you don't know about social media already, but really, rather than just shouting at people, you are engaging in a really authentic, meaningful way to actually have that conversation, a two-way conversation. And as simple as tagging people. And I'll be honest, this is how I met all these people, either through some other conversation. I know that Zeb over there introduced me to Dave, and here we are. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sitting here. And that was just through social media, just by reaching out and also showing each other some love and supporting each other. And that's really one of the most important things. I think the other one too, we want to talk about being on your brand and being consistent, but it's about storytelling too, and having that story. You all have stories to tell, and I know you all do it in your own unique way, but you all do it in a very compelling way. So that's part of your why also, that people are drawn in because there's a story behind that. There's a purpose behind it, and there's something that resonates, and there's something that connects. And that's one of the secrets, the secret sauce that makes you guys moving forward. So that's great. Anybody else?